Oh yeah, Nerds to Men. It's an all-new episode. I think it's like what, season 2?
Season 2,
episode
2.
3.
Oh, 3?
Yeah, 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which means it's actually episode 1003.
Okay, there we go. I like that.
If anybody believes that, I don't.
I do.
But yeah, I am Brad Reed. I'm joined by Cameo, and on this episode, we also are joined by Jeff Provine. He is a writer, professor, also founder of Okie Comics. So you've seen these probably around New World Comics where we're live today, but also they're not just here. Where else can people find these?
We've got about 70 locations all over the metro area.
Right.
We got YMCAs, restaurants, libraries, all kinds of awesome spots.
I did see it because I read a copy while I was getting some pizza at Sauced.
Yeah.
Which was a great, it was this one, so there's 2, and this one had some great, the one that I really liked, our friend Jerry Bennett,
oh yeah,
he was an artist for one, and it's the Oklahoma Kaiju. Which, how did you get the inspiration for this? Are you mad at possums or?
No, it's a whole story. Well, Jerry loves kaiju.
Yeah.
And said when we did the first issue, he wants to do a kaiju story. I was like, okay, well, we can come up with a kaiju. So went back and from some other Oklahoma City research from the Oklahoma City Ghost Tour and the Haunted Oklahoma City book. We did this big urban renewal project back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Like, well, what if instead of just bulldozers, like that was the byproduct of an attack? And then we're thinking, what's the most Oklahoma creature? And,
right.
And you can't go wrong with a possum.
So, are there any giant ticks in this?
That's probably the sequel.
There you go.
Yeah, we're thinking about an kaiju armadillo at one point, but those
Right.
things, man, they breathe leprosy.
Right.
True story. They
Wow.
carry it. They're a carrier for it.
That's scary.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
So did you write all the stories so far, or at least co-written?
Yeah, helped out with a bunch of them. I'm getting the ball rolling. So issue 3, which is coming out first week of August, we've got a lot of people who found out about the comic and have their own stories coming
cool,
out. Yeah,
cool.
So it's spreading.
So what do they do? Like, is there a submission process if anybody wanted to submit you any kind of stories or?
Yeah, go to okiecomics.com.
Uh-huh.
We've got a page for artists and writers. If you have an idea,
Right.
you can send us a release with the kind of idea behind it. If you just want to write a story and don't have an idea, or if you're an artist and don't have an idea for a story, we can team up with folks who do have scripts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Pretty cool.
Yep. The rules are you got to have some kind of Oklahoma connection.
Right.
Cool.
And the story's got to be connected to Oklahoma, whether in setting or theme or something.
Okay, cool. Also, you were saying earlier that you teach at OU.
I do. I do a history of comics course for freshman programs.
And I'm kind of upset that I am out of college now and didn't know about this course. So what's this course number? Maybe I might just stop by.
Well, it is a public university, so as long as there's seating for the people who are enrolled, any taxpayer of Oklahoma can come sit in.
Oh, so I did
So
not
there you
know
go.
that.
Yeah.
Going back to college. I like it.
Yeah, but Cameo probably has the same idea that maybe some of your students that roll in are like, this might be an easy class, but you got to write a paper, dude.
I got to write a paper?
Yeah, we got a paper. We got an essay paper over the a biography of a comics creator.
Okay.
We've got our exam over all of comics history, which we go all the way back to cave paintings and hieroglyphs and tapestries.
Oh,
and,
that's neat. That's neat.
And then we have a final project where you do 8 pages of your own comics.
Nice.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So MLA, APA, what's the deal here on that?
I'm used to MLA, just coming out of the English department, so if they want to do APA, I'm okay with that.
All right.
Just got to cite your sources. That's
Okay.
the most
Yeah,
important
as long
thing.
as it's cited, I mean that's a huge step in the right direction for most folks.
Yeah. I had like some philosophy professors that were like, as long as you do the work,
Yeah.
the format's just kind of,
Yeah.
we want you to do it.
So how long were you teaching, or how long have you been teaching at OU?
So I got started in 2007 after I finished up my bachelor's.
Okay.
Or after I finished up my master's, they had a call for professors they needed to teach English comp. I'm like, well, hey, I got nothing else going. It was that or move in with my sister. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
and it's worked out. So it's been 11 years now coming up this fall.
Wow.
So another thing that you do that really interests me, I mean, that's interesting too. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to blow that off, but
you better not.
yeah,
We're sooner.
Yeah, exactly. I did a lot of paranormal research with the Oklahoma version of TAPS, you know, the people that do the show, and called Insight Paranormal. And actually, do we have? I wanted to play you an EVP first. I wanted to see what you think about this.
I've seen Ghostbusters 2016. I know where this is going.
Yeah, go ahead and play that for us. Okay, play it one more time. So, what does that sound like to you?
Some kind of whisper.
Yeah, it sounds like something saying hello. Which we were at an investigation. Now I can't tell you for sure that maybe somebody in the group wasn't trying to plant a little evidence or something. I don't know, but I do know that EVP, when I got home that night and played it, found it, I was like, oh no. To me, that one was the creepiest one. So, what is your background in paranormal?
I am very much on the research side. I'm definitely not sensitive. Other people,
right?
And it fascinates me. It's kind of like a House on Haunted Hill, where the guy's like, I'm going to bring all these psychics together and we're going to stir up this ghost, and everybody's like, no, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah,
and it is a terrible idea, but
well, yeah,
it's a really fascinating idea too. So I'd totally do that.
Nope.
Cameo won't ever go with me.
Nope.
I've always tried to get him to go.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I don't really like ghost hunting either, because either nothing's happening and I'm bored.
That's most of it. Yeah.
And then if something does happen, I'm like, nope.
There was only a few times that I really found something I couldn't explain. Other than that, it was just a lot of sitting in the dark. And of course, with us being affiliated with TAPS, they always thought the TV show was coming. So when we showed up, they're kind of like, oh. And they wanted to be on the TV show, obviously. So most of them didn't have anything going on at their house. But I got to see a lot of cool, like, old houses, some old mansions and stuff along the way. So that was fun. But
very cool.
So I've done some ghost, like haunted tours in New Orleans, like vampire tours and different things. And I always thought that would be something very cool to see in Oklahoma. And you've been doing it for how long now?
We had our first one down at OU. Started up a little walk for charity in 2009.
Right.
And it's just grown ever since.
And so now we also get some in Oklahoma City.
Yeah. So when I finished off the Haunted Oklahoma City book with my co-author Tanya McCoy, we had these stories, so why not do something with them? So we'd start in Bricktown and we'll walk around talking about lingering spirits in those old brick buildings, turn around the corner over to what used to be the Chinese district with the tunnels running underneath.
Right.
And then go up Broadway to the Skirvin.
Nice. Now, have you ever come across anything on those tours?
On that tour, we did have something on the 10th floor that just kept staring at us.
Right.
Which, I mean, it could have been a person, but it was hard to see with the silhouette with the light behind him.
Yeah.
But, that was weird. And then several times, as soon as we start talking about Effie up there,
something
goes wrong.
Right, right.
See,
so y'all go up into the Skirvin?
Just knock stuff off.
Yeah.
No, for some reason they don't like talking about ghosts in the hotel.
Right.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, forget all that. Nope. Not doing it.
But they do have a public lobby with a bar and a cafe and stuff, so if people want to go in, they can go check it out afterward.
Cool.
Hey, Jerry Bennett, you know who he is, right?
Oh, yeah.
That guy? That weird guy? Yeah. He's wanting to know if he could be at SoonerCon.
I am going to be at SoonerCon. Yeah. I don't have a table, but I am going to be there for several panels. We're going to talk about comics. We're going to talk about role-playing games and world building and all kinds of cool stuff.
And we know Jerry will be there because he's he goes to all the cons. He's a groupie.
It's not Jerry Bennett. It's
the Jerry.
Capital THE.
Yes.
Jerry Bennett.
I'm wearing a shirt Count Gregor is going to have available at SoonerCon.
Ooh.
I just got it early.
Yeah, he wrote the introduction for our Oklahoma City story.
Yeah. And he's also, he told me there's something big planned for him out there. So that's this weekend, I believe.
That is this weekend.
Yeah.
Starting Friday.
I'm not going to be in town, so I don't get to go.
Oh.
I'm going to try to go.
This weekend, you also have like the Oklahoma City Ghost Tour, right?
That's right. Saturday night, a lot of the SoonerCon stuff going on, and everything else in the world is planned for this weekend.
Yeah.
And among those, we're going to be meeting up in Bricktown at about 8:30 and walk around.
Is there
hear these stories?
Is there a way to sign up for that, or
it's just come when you can.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're available. If you sign up on Facebook, we'll know to expect you.
Okay.
So go to Facebook/author Jeff Provine.
Right.
And we've got an event for it lined up.
Okay,
Awesome.
great. There's another one coming up. This one's awesome, and I'm going to try to make it to this one. July 13th, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
That's the Norman Ghost Tour.
Yes. Yeah.
And that one's going to kick off at 9:30 p.m.
Yeah.
And again, best way is go to your Facebook page.
Yep. Find out about it. Come down early for Art Walk and have some food truck stuff, and then we'll talk about buried treasures and really, really dark stuff. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's a pretty gloomy tour.
I like it. I want to go for sure. And then Okie Comics, is there a website for that? I think you mentioned it
Yep,
earlier.
okiecomics.com.
Okay.
That easy.
Yeah, that is easy. So the next one comes out in August.
Mhm.
All right. Any more of the ghost tours planned after that, or?
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing them. We do them monthly up through November, and we'll have a whole bunch in October since people start getting in the spooky mood.
All right.
With Halloween.
The July 13th, we're going, even though Cameo's like,
The heck I am.
we're gonna go, and then we'll be able to talk about it on the show. I did one though in Guthrie once.
Oh yeah, Guthrie Ghost Walk.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty cool. That was
Yeah,
pretty
she's
cool.
really good at it. Highly
Yeah.
recommend that too.
Do people dress up for these, or I've seen some ghost tours where like
yeah.
some of the people dress up and stuff, or is it just kind of casual?
It's pretty casual. When it gets cold, they wear a big black coat and hat
Yeah,
and things, but
yeah.
that's just because it's cold.
Got you. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on, Jeff.
Yeah,
we appreciate it. We're going to take a break and tell you about our friends at Cadell & Company.
You don't have to just dream about the home improvement projects you see on TV. You can let Cadell & Company make your dreams a reality in your home. Cadell & Company has a no-pressure showroom in Norman, Oklahoma, with hand-picked materials such as wood floor, tile, carpet, cabinets, and countertops. Call Cadell & Company at 405-928-5026 or visit their Facebook page for pictures from their projects and directions to their showroom. Don't just dream about your home improvement. Let Cadell & Company make it a reality.
All right, we're back, and we're going to be joined by our good friend Buck Berlin, New World Comics here. Again, thank you so much to Jeff for stopping by. Can't wait to check out another edition of Okie Comics.
Yep.
I'm gonna submit some of my writings.
You should.
They're all about Cameo though, getting killed.
Hey, you know what? I always come back.
But there's an Oklahoma tie to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're both from Oklahoma.
you die. You like. Well, I'll tell you. I'm gonna keep it a secret for the next episode.
So I can read it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. It's probably going to be trash, but whatever.
Buck. You can't wait for that, can you?
Well, you know. Maybe I'm into that kind of thing. Maybe I'm not.
Ooh.
We thank everybody for tuning in on Facebook Live. Jerry Bennett's tuned in. Christine Williams. Janet Honeycutt, my aunt. Well, more like a cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when they get into the second cousin stuff, I forget. Like aunt, cousins. Yeah, but
Yeah, my
Jeanette's
buddy Cade and Desiree are in, and Michael Anthony Henry. Yep.
Yeah, Stephanie Johnson, we appreciate it a lot. So let's go ahead and get into our nerd update
All righty.
for this week. One of the things that we talked about last week was Jared Leto. He was going to get another crack at being the Joker in his own standalone movie. And we were wondering, okay, what does that mean about like the Joaquin Phoenix one that was produced by Martin Scorsese and all that? Well, come to find out, Robert De Niro is being recruited to be in that movie. So it's still going to happen. And there's actually, I think, 6 Joker movies right now that are in the works. There's the Birds of Prey. There's Suicide Squad 2. There's a Joker standalone there with Jared Leto. Then there's this Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. And so maybe a couple more that I'm missing. But do we need that many Joker movies?
I mean, if you parse them out over time, you know, maybe.
You know what I think that they're doing? Like a Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're trying to do.
I could agree
I
with
feel like
that.
that's what's going to happen.
Well, you know, there's no reason that you can't have all that going on because, you know, look how many different stories there are to tell.
Right, right.
The other 2 is the Harley Quinn solo, and then there's a Joker and Harley Quinn. So
Well, and I think that they're planning on some of these just falling through and not.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, why not plan on all that stuff? Because, you know, because I think there's 2 Batman movies in the works right now, too.
Right.
and some of that is probably keeping people on whatever retainer that they've paid them or contract whatever, and making sure that they don't have to pay someone out for not making a movie. Like
right.
Was it Marlon Wayans was Robin?
He was going to be Robin.
Yeah, because like you can buy the toy and he has that high top fade going.
Right.
It's the you're not white. But you are. That's weird.
Well, speaking of Marlon Wayans, I might have an interview with him coming up. I'm going to ask him about that.
I wish you hadn't said that.
I had to, man. I'm
now
so
it's not
excited.
going to happen.
I know, right? But I'm so excited. Like, I had to talk about it.
Ask him if he has his action figure.
All right,
Like,
we'll do.
Yeah, we definitely. I was wanting him to ask him about that because I mean, if I had the chance to play Robin, I never got to. That would haunt me for a while.
But I mean, like the figure looks like it. Like it looks like a white version of him with the mask. Like that's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see them wanting to do all these movies just to make sure that everyone gets to fulfill their half of the contract. That kind of stuff. So.
Well, I mean, I have a Joker tattoo and green hair. It's not like I don't want to see all of these movies.
Right.
But I just, there was no Joker movies, and now there's 6.
Well, okay. Take it from someone who wanted their favorite thing to get movies. You could get the Fantastic Four movies, and
I have 3 very bad ones.
Right. So,
well, with Joaquin Phoenix involved, I love him as an actor. I think he's great. And again, Martin Scorsese he's the producer. He's not the director. The director, Todd Phillips. So I like that. And then, but they say that De Niro. At first, I thought maybe he might be Falcone. But they're saying that he's being eyed for the role of Murray Franklin, who.
So it's gonna be Woody Harrelson in Solo.
Yeah, it could be. So I don't know who that would be, but I would imagine still probably just knowing De Niro, it's probably a gangster type.
Yeah.
And that's cool. This movie's supposed to be a gritty gangster movie, so
That's going to be neat.
yeah.
I can't wait to see that.
I don't know which one that we talked about, that Joker book that I don't know which one of these is going to be based on that. Would you assume it's the Leto?
Honestly, I could see them going with Joaquin Phoenix on that one because Jared Leto's kind of like, I don't know, kind of your more emo Joker. Like he's not quite as crazy as I would think. Whereas that one's kind of more in the Heath Ledger line of
Yeah.
yeah.
Cade Polson says, "What's up?" Jerry says, "Yay for Phoenix Joker," and he likes the Ben Affleck Batman, and I do too.
Yeah.
And to me, I would rather see like the Ben Affleck Batman go against a Joaquin Phoenix Joker
Oh, me too.
than a Jared Leto Joker.
Well, and, there's one aspect of the Jared Leto Joker that I'm like, man, I can totally get behind that because everything else is it bothers me. This bothers me. This bothers me. This bothers me. Him having the grill.
Yeah.
It was because at first I was like, why'd they give Joker a grill? That's the dumbest thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, Batman knocked out his teeth.
Batman, yeah, that would be great if they showed that somewhere where he just busts out his teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I did like that part of it. There are other parts of the Joker, of course, the Jared Leto Joker, but I think Joaquin Phoenix is going to play like a nice unhinged Joker.
Right.
Yeah.
I think he would do very good. I think he would do a fantastic job, actually.
Yeah. And like I say, Robert De Niro, love him. Saw a movie the other day, though, Righteous Kill. Did you ever see that with him and
No.
Pacino? I was like, what a waste of De Niro and Pacino in the same movie. Ugh. Oh, that hurt my heart. But all right, let's switch it up here. Jon Bernthal, currently the Punisher. I assume. He's going back to The Walking Dead. Yay!
So it's gonna be like a Weekend at Bernie situation.
I hope so.
That'd be great.
I hope so.
That
Put
would be
some
great.
Sunglasses on him.
Yeah.
Play some music.
I don't know when everybody got off the Walking Dead train. I did last season.
I think mine was like 2 or 3 seasons before.
You still watching, Buck?
Oh no. I was watching Walking Dead and Game of Thrones at the same time, and
Game of Thrones took precedence.
the wife and I were watch it every Sunday. Because that's when we set aside the time to do that, and we looked at each other and it was I'm tired of all my entertainment just depressing us, so we stopped.
Right. The Walking Dead, the shows to me, I really liked when Negan came, and then it just kind of got boring because there were so many times that they could have killed Negan, they didn't. I was like, this is stupid now. But back in the day when they had Jon Bernthal as Shane, I would have liked it a lot better if Shane stuck around and Rick was the one that got the
Right.
That's what was Shane in the comic books?
Yeah.
Okay. Did it kind of go down according to the books, or?
I mean, not necessarily.
Mhm.
I mean, Shane died in the first trade paperback.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he wasn't around very long.
No.
Anyway.
No.
Well, I was excited, but of course they're not bringing him back to be in the show. It's going to be like one episode in season 9 where it's a flashback episode.
Why?
I don't know, but it would be kind of cool to see like a Shane zombie walking around. if they would do that.
I mean, I understand a desperate grab for, oh man, that guy's super famous now. Everyone wants him.
Yeah.
Right. But
Yeah.
like, why even bring him back though? I mean, I don't get it. That's
Yeah.
They would have been in a way better situation if Shane had led them than Rick. I'll just say that because
And
Rick is a weenie.
Well, and I did hear that Andrew Lincoln is leaving the show.
He is, yeah. So it's going to be just basically the Daryl show,
Yeah.
which there are a lot of people who love Daryl, so they're
Right.
probably not.
I have a feeling everyone's going to get so sick of him.
Yeah. At that point, I think so. Because his involvement in the last few seasons, other than the last season, I can't speak to that, but it was a little bit limited. It seemed like he was kidnapped, and he finally made his way back to the group and everything. But and then after that, he seemed kind of broken. So I don't know. I don't know if it'd be a good one or not with just Daryl and what Carol. Is Carol still around?
I have no idea.
Daryl and Carol. All right. So let's see. Weekend at Bernie's, LOL. Jerry Bennett liked that one. And he says Phoenix Joker is an origin story. Is that confirmed? Yes, that's what I've heard. And Nathan Burrows says, have you seen You Were Never Really There with? I think that was the one with Joaquin Phoenix where he goes crazy. And
I seen her.
remember when
That was weird.
yeah, that was weird. I love that movie. But it was the one where he remember when he went on David Letterman and had the meltdown, and it was all part of this fake documentary. I'm pretty sure that's the one that one's
Okay.
called, so.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. We're doing it live, so Buck is helping out a customer. But wanted to talk about Westworld. I do a podcast called Jest World where we do the after shows, which has been a great time. So I've been watching a butt ton of Westworld this season.
Yeah.
Do you watch Westworld at all, Buck?
No, not yet.
Oh, it's so
Get
good.
into it. It's
Well,
really amazing.
Man, there's so much stuff that I need to get to. Like, I started Legion
Yeah.
finally, and
Yeah.
I got 2 episodes in and then realized that I didn't have time to catch up on it.
I still got to
you-
watch this season because
like-
it just wrapped up, right?
Yeah, Legion, you have to sit down and do absolutely nothing.
And I noticed that with because that's what I did with the first one, and then the second one I was getting everything kind of in order for my day and just had it on. It was I don't know what I just watched.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And it was I don't have time for that.
That's
So,
the same way with Westworld too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And man, after New World Comic Con, I'll sit down and watch all that stuff.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I got to catch up on Legion because we need to probably talk about that. I heard it was really good. So, but I'm going to sit down and watch them all. Love Legion anyway. Just didn't get a chance to get caught up on this season yet. But, yeah, so Westworld ends this Sunday as far as season 2. And this won't mean much to you, but The Man in Black, I think all this season.
Which is Ed Harris, by the way.
Yeah, Ed Harris. You see 2 versions of him, a young and an older one. I think he's a host.
I think he is too. And I was talking to one of my coworkers on the Cat, Brad Copeland, and me and him were saying that. Well, I was actually telling him that I think that whenever I think it was the second to the last episode, where he was saying, Ford, I told you Delos will stay out of your storyline.
Right.
You stay out of Delos.
Right.
And I think the Man in Black, William, found a way to transfer the consciousness, and I think that his host body is going through the same issues that Bernard is going through.
Right. Right.
Instead of hearing Ford's voice, he's hearing some other voice.
Right. Which we're totally spoiling everything for Buck, but
It's so ruined. But
you
I will say, my whole life so far, I always thought the Man in Black was Johnny Cash. I have been so wrong.
Yeah, well, if Johnny Cash were walking around right now and being able to go to this park and pretend like he's a cowboy badass, he might be our Man in Black on this show.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, the Man in Black, that's just what we had to call him because when it first started off, there's all these twists and turns with the characters, and you only knew him by that name at
It's
first.
like heroes with horn rimmed glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Because they never said his name when they showed showed Ed Harris's character. They never said his name.
Okay.
But he was just all in black, so he was crowned the Man in Black.
yeah, that's all the fans basically came up with that name for him.
Well, and by the time that I'll sit down and watch it, I'll do oh hey, it's the Man in Black. I don't remember a word that
Yeah.
someone's transferring consciousness to a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Well, and that's the thing is, I was telling Cameo about this. I don't necessarily think that it is that. I think they're making us think he's a host, which is a robot, basically.
Oh.
They're making us think he is because it's too much leaning that way, I think, and it's going to be a swerve.
Yeah.
Where he's not the one, but it might be somebody else who,
Right.
like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Man,
So-
I'm guessing that he's a cyborg.
Ooh.
I don't know.
He's right.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
If he's right, I'm gonna be very upset. Not even watching this show.
All right. Okay. So the Man in Black. That's my big prediction. This last episode is this Sunday. If you watch Jest World, which is my podcast, we do the live stuff. We will do the live show on Monday. So I think Cameo might stop by for
I
that.
might have to, man, because we got to talk about some stuff.
Okay, now we got to wrap up our nerd update with this. Our good buddy Forrest, he's our producer. He actually has a report on E3 that was it last week, Forrest?
Yeah, last Tuesday through Thursday, actually.
And so, yeah, tell us about some of the high points there.
Well, so E3 is a what do you say? Electronic and Entertainment Expo. So it's otherwise known as a renowned event for video games and video game culture.
Mm-hmm.
So there's over 200 titles actually from numerous amounts of publishers, creators, developers, and companies. One of them actually is the Kingdom Hearts series.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they're actually going to introduce the Frozen World, Monsters Inc., and as well Toy
that's
Story. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't wait.
He's going to ski, skate, all sorts of stuff.
Oh,
sledding, yeah. And then he's going to also as well play more upon the ice factor there.
Nice.
So definitely something to look forward to there. Yeah. And after that, there's actually another game called Control from a developer called Remedy. It's due out in 2019. Oh, I forgot to mention the Kingdom Hearts one will actually be in January of 2019.
Oh,
So,
cool.
Control, however, it hasn't been slated for an actual release date. We just know it's going to be out in 2019.
A lot of people looking forward to Control.
Yeah. It's from Remedy, and they're the ones that actually ended up doing, if I remember, there was another game that they'd actually been doing, but I kind of forget at this point in time.
Yeah.
I think it was called Quantum, something Quantum.
Well, if not, all our gamer nerd friends, they'll let us know.
Yeah.
Right? Oh,
Like,
I know. My
Forrest, you got it. You messed it up, Forrest.
buddy, definitely. My buddy Cody's gonna ream me over that one.
And then there's another one, right? A remake?
Yeah, this one actually is Resident Evil 2 remake. So
Oh.
they've completely revamped Resident Evil, given it a complete facelift, and as well returned from the campy, horror action to going straight to survival again. So no longer do you have unlimited amounts of ammo and stuff. You actually have to conserve again. So, and it looks gorgeous from what I've seen. It's going to be completely terrifying. I can plan on playing this with all the lights off.
Yeah.
So a lot more movies to come, too. That's what that means.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, definitely.
Anything else at E3 that caught your...
Well, as well, there's always Pokemon Go, Eevee, and Pikachu. I haven't played it since the 3rd generation. We're in the 8th generation now, so I have a lot to catch up with. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, we leave the gaming report to the young fellas, cause
Yeah. Well, I will say this: there was more gameplay. Wow, just a minute. Let me rewind. There's some more gameplay footage of the Spider-Man game.
Oh.
Yes.
When is that coming out? 'Cause
September 7th this year.
this year.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I cannot wait for it. They played like another 8 minutes in. Like you'll see I think it was the Rhino, Electro, Vulture, Scorpion, and then there's like one bad guy that you don't know who it is at the very end. But I'm pretty excited for that. If you played the Batman Arkham games, right?
Oh yeah. This reminds me of that.
Yeah, the fighting mechanics look just like that.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait for
Well,
it.
I'm excited because they were teasing that before like Homecoming even came out. So it's been on the docket for a while.
The crazy thing is that it was supposed to be released last December, and they were like, "No, you know what? We're gonna, get all the kinks out and make it the best game ever." So,
I think they ought to just copy Arkham for every superhero.
I wouldn't be mad.
Although the Injustice, I like that game too.
Yeah.
Anything else that?
Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Now that's going to be a fun one as well. I mean, literally, they have every character except for Waluigi. Fans are upset about Waluigi.
Jerry Bennett says, "Must be nice to have time to play video games." So,
Well,
it
you
must
have
be
time.
nice to sit around sketching cards all day.
I don't even play them.
Which I will say, Jerry did an
He did.
awesome job on a wedding gift for
Yeah.
me and my wife. So I gotta thank him for that. Thanks, Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry's awesome.
Yeah.
At all those things. Trying to get him because he had a sweet Lando Calrissian, but it was for the sketch card. So he's like, I can't do that one. I was like, well, can you do me a custom one?
Ooh.
So love Jerry. He's awesome. All right, got to talk about that's the nerd update, but we got to talk about a movie that Cameo saw. Maybe have you seen Incredibles 2 yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. Was it like 14 years ago that the first one came out? Wow, it's been a long time.
And you can tell the difference.
Really?
You definitely can tell the difference.
So this is a Pixar movie. But this one is The Incredibles tied to any comic books?
No.
No, okay.
It's its own standalone.
I know they did like what was the
Big Hero 6? Yeah.
That was like a Marvel.
Yeah.
But so this is standalone. I haven't seen The Incredibles 2 yet, but tell us what you thought.
I thought it was amazing. No spoilers or anything like that, but it was basically taking place right at the end of the first movie. So nobody's older. Everything is in continuation from the first movie. But the action was really good. It basically centers around Elastigirl, because the first one kind of centered around Mr. Incredible.
Right.
So they get Elastigirl gets her time to shine, and everybody. The voice acting was amazing. I mean, like I said, you could tell from the difference between 14 years ago technology to now.
Right.
Like it just looks amazing.
Well, I saw the preview, and I gotta say, I was underwhelmed with the preview. It was okay, but I didn't think, man, this just looks amazing.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I saw it 5,000 times because it's on every movie that I've gone to see lately.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's a bad movie. It just I just wasn't that looking forward to it. But a great family movie, I'd assume.
Yeah. It was very great. When I went to the theater, it was people my age and older that saw the first one, and it's just like I saw more adults than I did children in the theater. So I was like, this is amazing.
You're right. Jerry Bennett says he saw it too, and he loved it. Did you see Jerry out there?
No. Jerry always goes sees a movie before anybody else.
And you
Oh,
always
that's
hear
right.
Jerry out there. Like, there's no watching a movie with Jerry. You hear Jerry.
Yeah. I could just imagine 10 rows back.
Man, at the Avengers premiere, there was a buddy of ours that also had a big giant laugh.
Right.
And he laughed, and then Jerry heard his laugh and started laughing. And then they both started laughing, and then the whole audience started laughing at them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we missed like 2 minutes of the Avengers movie because everyone was laughing.
Oh,
I
that's
bet
amazing.
Thanos was like, "Oh, I'll get
Yeah.
you."
Right?
That's great because I could totally see
Snapping at him.
that. Like having Jerry on your show makes you always feel way funnier than you might even be.
Yeah.
And my wife, because my wife said one day, she's like, I just love his laugh. Jerry's
It's infectious.
yeah.
Yeah,
Jerry's always loved life. You know,
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
always
You could tell too.
Yeah.
He's always has a smile on his face.
Yeah,
Always.
We could fix that.
we should. We'll get you, Jerry. Any other thoughts on Incredibles 2?
Just go see it. Like I said, it's amazing. I think it was better than the first one. So
Oh, cool.
go check it out.
Well, there you go. Should you maybe catch up if you haven't seen it in 14 years?
I mean, I did just because my kids wanted to watch it. So,
Mhm.
you know, I mean, why not watch it with them? Because
Right.
I love the first one.
Got you. All right. So Incredibles 2, cameo, no pee movie? You
went
peed?
went with kids. So
Did you pee yourself or did you go out
No,
and pee?
we went with kids. So
Oh.
when they had to go,
Oh.
I just went and
Right.
went with them.
So it's a
So,
probably pee movie.
probably, but I don't know.
All right. Oh, so this is this next segment. This is the best part of the show.
What's that?
We got a brand new can of Camz Jamz.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Can you stand up and do like a typewriter back and forth for the people watching?
Hold on.
Oh man, if you don't watch the live show, if you listen on the podcast, which is great because the podcast you can listen anytime, anywhere. But you just missed Cameo doing the typewriter.
That's right.
Right here. How many times has the typewriter been done in New World Comics, do you think, Buck?
Not enough.
I would say maybe Cameo has to do that every time he comes in.
Hey, I'm down. Let's do it.
All right, well, it's time for Camz Jamz, and you actually got a chance to listen to the latest Kid Cudi Kanye West record.
Yes, Kids See Ghost.
Now, is this a record or an EP? Because there's what? There's
There's 7 songs. on
7
there.
songs.
So, yeah, I'm kind of upset about the whole. Okay, there's 5 albums that Kanye West is producing, and they're all releasing week after week.
right,
This is the 4th album,
right.
or no, sorry, the 3rd album, and they're all 7 songs. And Pusha T even told Kanye West, he was like, "Man, I don't like that we're doing 7 songs," but Kanye West was like, "Trust me, whatever. Don't trust Kanye."
Pusha Terrence, if
Yes.
you
Pusha
remember.
Terrence, yes.
If
Yeah.
you
Oh,
remember.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
Someone asked me about that. They were like, "You really didn't know?" I was like, "No, not at all."
But I was so excited, and this was before, Kanye West said, slavery was a choice.
Right, right.
And so when he said that, I kind of was like, meh, I'm not so excited anymore. But I love Kid Cudi, and he got me through college, and not
Yeah.
like paid for it or anything. I just loved his music, and I listened to it through college. But yeah, there's 7 songs on here, and I only really like one of them.
right.
Yeah, so
I kind of did the iTunes like preview every song,
uh,
which doesn't give you a great idea, but it gives you a
No.
good idea sometimes.
the only one that I really like is Reborn,
Hmm.
and that's just Kid See Ghost. I guess that's their collabo group name.
Right,
is
right.
Kid See Ghost.
Right.
But yeah, like I was very, very not impressed with this album.
So you might say Reborn would be good to download as a single. And
Yeah.
Just on the rest.
Yeah.
All right. That's,
Yeah, there's I forgot what song was it? I think it was either Feel the Love or Free.
Mm-hmm.
But all you hear is Kanye West going like is this the Wild Thornberries? Like I don't know. Like Kanye, chill with that. But I mean, I guess it flowed with the song, I guess, and he just wanted to do it. But it's
Yeah.
Kanye West producing, so I guess he can do whatever he want to do.
Yeah. He gets paid pretty nice to do those things.
But yeah, if you have Spotify, I mean, listen to it if you want to. If you like Kid Cudi and Kanye West, I mean, you can listen to it. But I wouldn't go out and purchase the album.
Right.
That's just me.
Right. So next up, We have, I guess, hip hop's first couple.
Yeah.
You would say Beyonce and Jay-Z. You know, they made some records, kind of back and forth. Lemonade, right?
Yeah. Well, that was just Beyonce.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Jay-Z put out a record, kind of talking about some of the stuff that he's done and a little apologetic. And now they did a record together.
Yeah, called. Well, they're calling themselves the Carters.
Oh, okay.
And I believe the album is called Everything Is Love.
Yes.
And which is kind of funny, by the way, because Nas released his produced album by Kanye Friday last week.
Oh, really?
Called Nasir.
Uh-huh.
Well, the Carters released their album Saturday.
Oh.
And if people do not know, Nas and Jay-Z had a beef back in the day.
Oh, yeah. The fighting over New York City.
Yeah, one of the
Not big enough for the two of them.
right. Only one could have the Big Apple.
Well,
Only one of
the
them.
Biggie left such a big vacuum.
Right. But I will say that I kind of think that it was petty that they did that.
Right.
But Nas is like, you know what? I don't care. I mean, it's not gonna.
He shouldn't.
Yeah, he should. It's not gonna outshine. And you know, they released a video called Ape Bleep.
Right.
So I didn't like it. I know all whoever is part of the Beehive, which is Beyonce's fan group.
Well,
yeah. So the Beehive is probably going to come after us. So just if you get tons of notifications on your phone
that
says I hate you, you Beyonce hater, that's directed towards me.
Okay.
But I just didn't like the video.
Right.
I mean, it was just and some of my friends, they were mad too. So I'm going to say that blue suit that he's wearing in that picture, I'd wear it.
The picture, it's kind of a little blurry on my phone, but they got this dope suit on. He's got his hair grown out a little bit, and they look pretty cool in this. I like it. So
yeah, I mean the video is pretty cool. I like the video. I'm a dancer, so I like the dancing in the video. And I think I forgot what museum that they performed, or I don't even think it's a museum. They performed somewhere, and but yeah, it was the video concept was pretty cool, but the song, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. But yeah, the Carters album is out, so you can purchase that if you want to on Tidal. I think it's on Spotify now. I can't remember. But yeah, check that album out.
Yeah.
Nas's album is out too. Nasir, like I said, Kids See Ghosts is out. So yeah, check all those albums out. I did listen to the Nas album, and it was okay.
You're just kind of thumb down in everything.
I mean, Kanye West, man, I was listening to his old stuff the other day. I was like, man, let me reminisce.
Well, if
Kanye
it's all
was.
produced by one guy and he ain't bringing it, everybody's kind of screwed.
I will say there was a lot more songs that I liked on Nas's album than I did on Kids See Ghosts.
All right. Well, that's Camz Jamz for this week. Mitzi Lloyd Smith is watching. We appreciate it. Everybody out there watching, we ask you to share. I'm Brad Reed, Cameo, Buck Berlin of New World Comics. That's where we are today, shooting all this live. So we appreciate it. If you are watching, we appreciate you being here with us. Want to talk about something because me and Cameo are kind of sneaker geeks, is what I would say. I've got a ton of shoes. I have a closet full. I'll find a pair every once in a while that I forgot about and haven't worn in years and years. And I'm like, it's like getting a new pair of shoes.
Right.
But I wanted to talk about Marvel and Vans have teamed up for. They've got a bunch of different versions of these shoes out, but I wanted to highlight a few. Two of the pictures that I didn't have that I should have was there was a Spider-Man version that you see here. Looks like an Incredible Hulk version.
Yeah.
But the first one that I got pulled up is it's the Avengers shoe, and which is pretty dope. I mean, it's got the Thor, the Captain America, probably the Hulk for the green. Anything else that you're spotting there?
on the tongue. That looks like Iron Man on the tongue.
Let's see. Look at yeah. Could be. Yeah, that was Iron Man on the tongue. See anything else that you might
Black for Black Widow.
Maybe so. So that's pretty dope. I would wear those for sure. Now this next pair, I want these bad. $75 though. I don't know. Maybe Vans should send us a pair to review.
Oh, hey, I'm down with that.
Although we're kind of reviewing it for free, so we might have just screwed ourselves. But these Deadpool shoes look awesome. Didn't you say somebody wore a pair in?
Yeah. One of our customers came in with it, and on the bottom of the shoe, it looks like he stepped in gum. I was like, oh no, you ruined your. Oh no, cool.
That's awesome. Man, those are sweet. I really want a pair of those. And then another pair that I really want, these Black Panther shoes.
Yeah,
which
I need those.
They're mostly they're black here. They got some gold up here that kind of looks like, that's not a necklace, but what he wears around his neck there.
Yeah, it was a necklace.
Oh, okay. And then like on the rubber there. See yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so the Black Panther shoes are really dope too, but there's a whole bunch of them that you can see if you go to the Van store and check those out. Like I say, they're not sponsoring us or anything, but
They should.
they should send us these shoes.
Yeah, I want the Black Panthers and the Spider-Mans. So
Yeah, I like these Incredible Hulk ones a lot, and I would probably take the Deadpools, but I would definitely wear the Black Panthers
yeah,
too.
I would too, man.
All right, so maybe we could we need like a little shoe boutique area here in the shop.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about, and we'll feature these on the next episode, but there's some more.
Yeah, if you love anime, they're doing a line of Dragon Ball Z shoes, and I can't remember if they were Nikes or Adidas. I want to say they were Adidas, but I'm not 100% sure. But we'll tell you more about that next show.
All right, this is one of my favorite times of the show because we're almost done actually. But yeah, I like when we're done actually. No, but we're here at New World Comics, Buck Berlin. New World Comic Con is coming up July. I think I might have said it wrong on the last show. Is it the 28th?
28th, yeah.
Okay, maybe I said it right, but since you're here, I'll let you say it.
If you said it wrong, how dare you?
Ooh, I know. If
And if you
everybody
said it right,
shows up on the
cool.
27th, they'll be like, just blame it on the Nerds to Men.
Well, if they show up on the 20th, we'll put them to work.
Yeah, they can help set up.
Yeah. Go
Which
lift that thing, yeah.
you guys are looking for volunteers,
Oh,
correct?
man, we need so many volunteers, yeah.
Yeah, and you get a sweet shirt that Jerry Bennett.
Yeah. There's a Jerry Bennett shirt in it for you.
We should have made Jerry buy advertising on today's show.
I know, we talk about Jerry all day today.
But
Or you could just say, hey, how about that Lando Calrissian?
yeah.
There you go.
Sorry. My lackey just said, "Oh, July." Apparently, we misspoke. So.
Did we?
Now I'm in trouble.
Ooh, everybody. We had a graphic up at one point, so I'd have to go look at that again. But so it's the 20. It is the 27th. Let me pull this.
No, it's July 28th.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right. So,
I was saying June.
oh, June.
Oh, I thought you said July.
yeah,
Well-
I did too.
Oh, well.
You
know what?
No. Okay.
Check the tapes. Rewind it.
July 28th, and that is where?
It's going to be at the State Fairgrounds in the Centennial Building.
Yeah, same place as last year, right?
Yeah.
So if you've been, then you already know it's going to be awesome. And if you've never been, you got to come. There's art. There's toys.
Yep.
Lots of comics. Yeah.
Yeah, lots of comics. There's Nerds to Men.
Yep.
Out there.
Yep.
Usually.
Yep.
Last year, one of my favorite things, Jedi Jedi OKC, right?
Yeah,
They had the big.
And they've split up into different factions now. There's the 501st. There's Jedi OKC. There's
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Last year they brought like a life-size Jabba the Hutt.
That was pretty dope.
And they say that they have a new big prop coming, and they won't tell us what it is.
Ooh.
I wonder if it's the monster that I can't remember.
Oh, the Rancor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's that.
Which one is that?
Where Luke has
The
to fight?
big brown thing?
Yeah.
I love those. I love them. I don't know the name of it because I'm just not a very good nerd, but
Yeah.
but I do love those. Yeah, that was cool. I had one of those when I was a little kid, like the big action figure of it. But anyhow, New World Comic Con, that's coming up. But we want to talk about some of the your recommendations and some stuff that's actually coming out this week, correct?
A couple of them are coming out this week. One of these came out last week. I guess we'll start with that one. Last week, Thor came back, and it was regular like Odinson Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the I'd say third part of Jason Aaron's big epic Thor run, because it started off with Thor, then Jane Foster took over, now Thor's back.
Right.
And reading it, it feels just like the first day of junior year of high school. Like some crazy stuff happened. We still don't know all of what happened over the summer, but things are looking up. I think we got this. Yeah.
So you may have said this, and sometimes but there was a woman Thor, right?
Yeah.
Jane Foster.
And so how are we back to this Thor now? Or
in the last series, she had to save Asgard and ended up Mjolnir's kind of sort of destroyed and partially in the middle of a sun kind of thing. Like it's not here.
Yeah.
You know? So Thor's back, and they don't have as much metal as his original hammer was, or as pure of metal as his original hammer was made out of. So he has a whole bunch of different hammers now.
Oh, cool.
And right off the bat, he fights the Juggernaut, and one of them just disintegrates on him.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, and that just starts off the book, like it, and then just so much cool stuff happens in it. Thor has a dog, and it's amazing. I would read a book just about Thor's dog.
Right.
It's great.
It's a pit bull.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
dragging a shark. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so dope.
Yeah, his catchphrase is murder.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So I don't want to come across Thor's dog.
Yeah, and Thor's just always like, just calm down. Okay, go get him. All
Yeah.
right, it's time to
Forget it. Just
no,
go.
no. Calm down. Not so much. Bring it back. Okay.
Yeah. Well, definitely pick that one up when you come by New World Comics. What's the next one? This one.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
This one I'm taking home.
No,
So-
I'm taking this one.
No, I'm taking it because it's not even available till tomorrow.
yeah. So this is the Ninja Turtles kind of redo.
Yes.
It came out 20 something years ago, and it's all the really horrible things that are happening to the Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
And then just kind of dealing with it. It's I don't want to say it's like the Game of Thrones version of Ninja Turtle, but it's one of those where like things happen and real consequences have to happen too.
Right.
And just every issue is something even more messed up happens to them, and it's just them dealing with it. And then like every now and then like something really, really nice will happen to one of them, and then the other person has the worst day of their life.
Yeah, and this looks like it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I will say this though, a little spoiler. We all know that the Ninja Turtles are kind of like an offshoot from Daredevil.
Right.
Well, it's looking like they're still trying to keep that going on. I see another Marvel character-esque in this.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you who it is, but yeah, I mean, I already told you earlier. But,
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm not
Yeah.
going to lie.
So it's for those who are intrigued enough, it's Shredder's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
But she falls into the faux Daredevil slot.
Right.
So yeah.
I really enjoyed the first issue of this. So
Yeah, and I swear this series just gets better.
and I like because I love the Ninja Turtles, but my least favorite is Donatello probably.
Yeah.
And he gets it.
Don't touch it.
Let me
I'm taking it.
Come on, I just want to
You
look
see
at
with
the
your
pictures.
hands, not with
I just
your
wanna
eyes.
Look at the pictures.
Which one? Page 1,
all of
2?
them. Give it to me.
I got plenty.
Yeah, Ninja Turtles Urban Legends.
Yeah.
That one's going in my backpack.
Yeah. And then this one I haven't quite read yet, but I'm recommending just based on the writing style. So Dan Slott wrote Spider-Man for forever now. Like he's the one who took over right after they got rid of his marriage and all the other stuff. And he did the Superior Spider-Man and got him back from Superior Spider-Man and did the big Spider crossover and all that other stuff. And he's done Silver Surfer and Avengers and just so much good stuff. Love him or hate him off of what he says on Twitter. Most people hate him, but I mean, separate the artist from the work and you'll be just fine.
Yeah. Or else you would never be able to listen to Cameo.
Yeah. Oh. But Dan Slott is one of the most competent writers in comics. Like he understands each character and how they interact with each other.
Right.
And what's the most interesting aspect to go towards a goal, and that's why I'm really excited about what his take on Iron Man is, because like he realized that Peter Parker is one of the smartest people around. Why does he not have his doctorate?
Yeah.
So he made Spider-Man. Like when Doc Ock took over, it was like Peter Parker just became a Dr. Peter Parker, because he should be. So,
Right.
Yeah, and I can only imagine what he's going to do with Tony Stark.
That's awesome. So where does this find Tony Stark?
So he's been kind of sort of in a coma for a real long time, and we've had another Iron Man kind of thing. So this picks up kind of where the readers who haven't read Iron Man in forever. So this should pick up right off the bat with a brand new story.
So are they kind of putting back some of the Marvel universe, where they've had different characters? Because didn't I see like Wolverine X-23 she died now, and they're going back to Wolverine?
Oh no, she just changed costumes.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Wolverine's back. Marvel had some editorial shakeups.
Yeah.
There was a guy which not to get political, but they were trying to do as much diversity as they could.
Right.
In the comic, which it's a cool idea, but
It's admirable.
It's there's a right way to go about it, and there's a wrong way to go about it, and they were just like putting things in everywhere they could, as opposed to a natural, like, hey, they happen upon this kid who's doing a thing. It's the it turns out they're this, they're
Right.
So
Yeah.
with this new Iron Man coming out, what's going to happen with Ironheart?
She joined the Champions,
Okay.
which is kind of the perfect place for her, just because they're a more progressive team that that goes after injustices in the world and things like that.
Okay.
And it's kind of fitting for all the young people to be doing that kind of stuff, because when you're super young, it's the all the established everything is the worst, and we all hate.
Yeah.
So for the kids to be on such an idealistic team, it's wonderful.
Right. Well, that's the recommendations. Come down here to New World Comics. We're south of Meridian, or south of 63rd on Meridian.
Right.
And one day I'll get that right. But you're open pretty much 7 days a week.
Yeah, we're open every day of the year.
Yeah.
Even Christmas, even New Year,
Yeah.
all of
Oh,
it.
wow.
See, and that's the best. Like if it was Christmas, and you just got a little bit of Christmas money, and there's nowhere to go to spend it.
Oh yeah.
New World Comics.
Well,
That's the
and,
place.
Sometimes you just have to get away from the screaming kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the, hey, here's a nice, quiet comic store.
I always liked Blockbuster because they would be open on Christmas, because you'd get like let's say one version of a Nintendo, and then you'd need whatever adapter to hook it up to your TV back then, and nobody was open. So like, Blockbuster, here I come.
Yep. Oh, the good old days.
Yeah, the bad old days. I don't know. Now I'm just saying. Now you can just drone it on over. Drone it on over.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so we have to thank Jeff Provine again for coming in. Of course, Okie Comics 1 and 2, you can pick those up. 2 is right here at the store, I know.
Yep.
And then everywhere else, there's a bunch of places to pick these up.
70 locations, he said. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Number 3 will be out in August.
First week.
So that's awesome too. And like he said, there's Oklahoma connections with the artists, the writers, the stories. They did a lot of research for even that the one that Jerry Bennett drew. They and showing how like it was cool because it followed the urban development. So it looked like, what if this radioactive or whatever kind of possum had really torn all this up in Oklahoma, and then they had rebuilt around it.
Yeah. But Jerry Bennett's Canadian. Wait, what?
Oh, he is Canadian.
Darn those Canadians.
Yeah.
He's going to slash my tires.
If he hasn't already, we haven't been outside in a minute. So, and also be sure to check out his ghost tours. The Norman, there's one, actually Oklahoma City this weekend, June 23rd. That's Saturday at 8 p.m. And then July 13th, Friday the 13th, the Norman Ghost Tour. Me and Cammy are going.
Not doing it.
Yeah. That one will start at 9:30, and he has the Facebook page. And then okiecomics.com is where you go check out them online. So thanks to him again. We're going to start wrapping it up here on Nerds to Men. Thanks to Buck Berlin for letting us hang out at New World Comics and for getting on here with us. Cameo, no thanks to you, really. I mean,
you suck at life, so there's that.
You just do what you do.
Yep.
Bringing me cans of Camz Jamz. All right. Forrest, thank you. I'm Brad Reed. Have a great week.
Peace.